Good afternoon, YouTube. Let me get right down to this. I had another vision two nights ago. And I wanted to post it earlier, but I've been working on things on this phone to try to make my videos a little more interesting for you, so you don't get bored or anything. But I'm gonna try to make it quick and simple. I had another vision. I had a dream. I was running through, it seemed like an apartment complex, and I was with some of my family members, and we were running through places looking for things for us to find because there was a war going on outside, and the places that we were going into had already been ransacked by somebody else. We came to a room, and we were looking around for things in this room, going through all the drawers and stuff, but it already had been ransacked too. There was a window in this room. I kept running to the window to look outside. When I ran out to the window, I looked, and there was something in the clouds. I could only see one from my view, but it was something that looked like it was blended into the cloud, but it was planted in the cloud, like it wasn't going anywhere. It's going to stay right there. And I could kind of picture something was touching the ground from it, and something was going all the way up into the sky, like it just planted itself in the middle of the sky. And I remember looking up at that thing in the sky. I could kind of picture something was touching the ground from it, and something was going all the way up into the sky, like it just planted itself in the
That is so weird.
What?
The wind is blowing toward the storm.
That is weird.
Rachel, want to see something cool?
And I remember looking up at that thing in the sky and trying to discern what it was, and I left the window and I ran back, and I was trying to get my family members to come on. I was like, we gotta hurry up, we gotta come on. But what happened was I was like in the room, come on y'all, we gotta get out of here. And I ran back to the window and looked again. The thing was still in the sky. And I looked down, and there was people running around there shooting guns and robbing and looting and stuff. I didn't know what was going on. But I ran back into the room, looked around, was like, all right, we're out of time, y'all. We got to go. Ran back to the window again. So for this time it was kind of weird because I clicked on a light right before I went to the window. And when I did that, I looked downstairs, and it was like soldiers with a bunch of little kids, like brainwashed little kids, and they all looked up, and the little kids started pointing at me in the window. And it was like, they didn't say nothing, they were just pointing at me. And I noticed they had seen where I was in this window, and I shut the window, and I remember trying to scramble out of there and getting down to the street. And I remember people were running everywhere, and I was hearing gunshots and stuff, but and this thing was still in the sky and stuff, and I woke up.
Help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor. With flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things, who have said, with our tongue will we prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith the Lord. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side, when the vilest men are exalted.
For the past several months, we have been investigating in our committees and litigating in the courts, so the House can gather all the relevant facts and consider whether to exercise its full Article I powers, including a constitutional power of the utmost gravity, approval of articles of impeachment. And this week, the President has admitted to asking the President of Ukraine to take actions which would benefit him politically. The actions of the Trump presidency revealed the dishonorable fact of the President's betrayal of his oath of office, betrayal of our national security, and betrayal of the integrity of our elections. Therefore, today, I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry. I'm directing our 6 committees to proceed with their investigations under that umbrella of impeachment inquiry. The President must be held accountable. No one is above the law. Getting back to our founders.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, you should check that out.
Psalm 7. O Lord my God, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me and deliver me, lest he tear my soul like a lion, rending it in pieces, while there is none to deliver. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there be iniquity in my hands, if I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, yea, I have delivered him that without cause is mine enemy. Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it. Yea, let him tread down my life upon the earth and lay mine honor in the dust. Selah. Arise, O Lord, in thine anger. Lift up thyself because of the rage of mine enemies, and awake for me to the judgment that thou hast commanded. So shall the congregation of the people compass thee about. For their sakes, therefore, return thou on high. The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness, and according to mine integrity that is in me. O let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous God trieth the hearts and reins. My defense is of God, which saveth the upright in heart. God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity. and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He made a pit, and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. Psalm 10. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above, out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Lord. O God, lift up thine hand. Forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God? He hath said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite, to requite it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Lord, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress.